Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 42 in our Oxygen Not Included Redux series. Ender here. I have officially not played Oxygen Not Included for a month. Didn't really mean to, just a lot of other games going on. I play ESO for fun. There's a bunch of event stuff going on. And I just had a lot of work going on, so I fell behind. I've also started a new Minecraft series, which took up a lot of my time. But I'm back, and I want to get started back into recording for this series. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. I know at the end of the last episode I said we were going to launch this rocket at the start of the episode, but honestly I had started recording and I recorded a clip doing that and I didn't like the clip. So starting over, that rocket's already on its way. It's right here. Check in on our dude. Garfield's in here. Oh, there's no power wire connected. Messages are because I have it paused. All good. Garfield's doing his thing. He got all the things that he needs. Food, oxygen. He'll be set. Hopefully he'll survive the trip to Watano and beyond. We're gonna wait till he gets over there. We're gonna have him land, and then we're gonna try to build a rocket pad so that we can get it to land. I don't know exactly where I was as far as the lander goes, but I think we should be okay. We're gonna let it go. We'll see what happens, and I'll meet you at Watano. I just noticed that Pierce suffocated. I don't remember if this happened when I was making the last episode or if it happened in between, but I had some issues with the settings here, and he got stuck in here and he suffocated. It's unfortunate, but I already set up a grave for him, and McKinley is here to pick him up and take him down there. I figure once I lost one duplicate, which I did in the last episode, or maybe one before that, I probably would keep losing them, because now it's not such a big deal to make sure that they don't die, but I gotta be careful to make sure that I don't lose too many. It'll be okay, though. He's gonna go get the proper burial he deserves. Let's go check on that right now. The graveyard is right above the housing. So yeah, McKinley's on his way. Sad to see him go, but life goes on. Let's check on our star map. We are 1.5 cycles away from our rocket making orbit, so it'll still take a little bit of time. And McKinley just put Pierce to rest, and now we'll have some people coming in morning, but everything will be okay. We have half a cycle to go until our ship is orbiting Watano. So I just thought I would check in on some things. The Trailblazer module set up. I have Garfield assigned to it, so once we're here we can deploy it. One thing I was looking at, I just noticed this. The cargo capacity remaining, because the cargo that I have on this ship is the oxygen for the ship, shows you how much oxygen has been used. So if you want to see how much you have left, we have 10.9 tons, but we've used 132 kilograms of oxygen so far, and the ship has been in flight for I want to say it's 5 cycles, because I think I had 32 tiles remaining when I left, so it's pretty good. I mean, we're going to last a while with this oxygen, it looks like. The reason this keeps going up and down is because we have the oxygen in here cycling in and out. So the oxygen from the room gets put back in, more comes out as carbon dioxide is vented into space. The other thing I wanted to see here is if we go to our planetoid, we have lots of steel ready to be unpacked here. I still have it being launched from a main colony just to make sure I have enough, because while I have a lot of steel in my rocket, the steel that we're going to use to build the rocket pad has to come from here and from dismantling the lander. So that's something we got to keep an eye on, make sure we have enough here. I think we should have plenty. This Watano, if we look at the lux here, our normal lux is 40,000, 125 rads from cosmic radiation. This one is 218 and 60,000 lux, so we're going to have a little bit extra radiation going on. I'm hoping that that's not an issue, and we don't cook our dupe before we get our lander built. Once we get the, or not lander, but rocket pad built, once we get the rocket pad built and we can land the actual rocket, he can go inside the rocket and be free from radiation. But until then, we're going to have to move quickly. So we've done this once before on Mumial. It didn't go great. Hopefully this time goes a little better. I think I've done a little more preparation for it, so that should be good. We got 95 seconds till we're ready to land. Let's I'll come back once we are ready to do the thing. I did take a minute to make a save file right before we hit orbit. Worst case scenario, if I screw something up here, we can reload. I got no problem doing that, but I'm going to try to do this all in one go and get our rocket landed on this colony. So we are now in orbit. We're going to go straight into deploying. We're going to land right here. We can go down here. We can watch the lander coming in. Hopefully. There it comes. Okay, so we're going to switch to slow speed now that we're here, because I want to make sure that I'm getting this all done right. Okay, so Garfield, let's check his absorbed rads is 1.71. Current exposure is 213 per cycle. So we got to move quickly here. So let's empty storage on this, and this. I think that's actually one more than I need, but that'll give us steel. Oop, I hit the wrong key. And we can also deconstruct this. That'll also give us steel. We're going to speed it up now that we've queued everything up we need to do. While we're doing that, let's keep an eye on him. Absorbed rads is up to 10.93. What we need is to get enough steel that we can build this rocket platform, which is 800. This, I think, gives us 400. Let's see if that is correct. Sure did. Okay, so this one should give us enough to do that. So let's actually cancel the emptying of these other ones. I don't want him doing anything other than what I really need him to do. So he's going to do this one, and then we're going to build the rocket platform right here where he is standing. And now that we have opened that last one, we should have enough. We can build a rocket platform right here. That should give us enough height so that we can land our rocket, I'm hoping. I mean, this is the only thing he can do, but let's make it high priority anyway. Check in on him again. Radiation is going up, but not to any dangerous levels. There we go. And now we can land our rocket here. Oh, height exceeds. Okay, so that is not going to be that's not going to work. Go back. Ooh, that's no good. So let's check this. Yeah, that only gives us 30. I gotta go down 4 more tiles. Okay, so let's deconstruct this. Let's do our rocket platform. I need a minimum of 4 more tiles. Let's actually go down to like this level. But that means I need to build a ladder, and I don't have anything to do that. So let's dig this and this, maybe this and this. That's going to give me some sandstone, which will give me what I need to build ladders. And I can build a ladder down like... Also means I'm going to need to dig out all this space above it, so that we can, eventually we'll have to clear out all of this so that we can land the rocket here. But I think we should have enough time to do it. I think he's doing okay with his radiation. Let's see, yeah, he's at 86. Not quite sure when he's going to start having problems. We'll find out. Actually, let's not dig that. We want to dig at least this part out first. I think I'm going to put another ladder on the other side of the rocket. Up like this. Okay, he's already starting to get sick. Minor radiation sickness. Hopefully he'll be able to get this construction done before it gets too bad. Once I get him back in the rocket, he can rest for a while and heal up. Let's cancel this one and this one for now. We're just going to keep going along with him, see what we can do here. Worst case scenario, he is unable to make it through a cycle. He can go for another couple of cycles before he needs food. So I have 2 cycles before I can get him in here, but he's getting sick. Hold on, I gotta switch him to a schedule where he is not sleeping, because I think that's part of the problem now. So what's this, Garfield? What cycle is Garfield on? Yeah, he's in bedtime. I need him to be in, add a new schedule, and it's going to be just an emergency work schedule. So work through the night. Because I can't have you sleeping. I need you digging. Plenty of time to sleep. I'll put you on a vacation schedule after we get the rocket landed. Okay, he's digging out the space for the actual platform. Where is your... Still at minor radiation sickness. He's only at 163 rads, but it's pretty substantial amounts. It's actually probably going to slow down while he's working under here. So that's good. Hey, and this is working out because it's getting that sand for us. Yeah, he's getting no radiation while he has the roof over him. So this will work out for just a minute while he gets this built. Again, our goal is just to get this rocket platform built, get our lander landed so that he is nice and safe inside of our rocket and he can get some rest, because I have a cycle where I can set him to be quote unquote on vacation, and that will allow him to just stay inside the rocket and rest, and then we'll start worrying about his needs here on the planet surface after he is safe. I think I can actually queue this up to dig. It's So he'll be able to climb on top and reach all 4 levels of that. Thinking that that is correct. Hopefully that works. Can you see anything down here yet? No, all we can see is the water. I know we have a water geyser down here, so we'll actually continue to get more water on Watano. We don't really need water, but because we have so much water, we'll definitely be able to make oxygen. Once I get some eggs over here, we'll be able to make some food. And then this will be a self-sustainable colony pretty quickly. And again, our goal is to get all of our colonies to be self-sustainable. He's going to make a mess. I'm okay with that. It's not that big of a deal. Landing path is obstructed, so all we need to do is dig out these last 6 things. And then we can land the rocket. I know you need a bathroom. I'm working on it. I'll get it landed here as soon as I can get these going. Set this to empty storage to get him to go up there. Oh no, he can't get up there. Let's set this to empty storage to get him to go up there. And then while he's doing that, let's land our rocket. Still gonna have problems with getting heated up. I think he'll be okay though. It'll be a lot better than him not having a place to go to the bathroom and sleep for the night, so we will deal with it. Let's empty this one as well, that way he stays up there while this rocket's landing. Hopefully the steam is not too much for him. He's gonna get scalded, as long as he doesn't die. Ooh, what is that? That is magma from the rocks melting. That is a lot of heat. Don't die. Just make it through. Get inside the rocket. Unreachable. Okay, so we need one more ladder. Priority 9. Go, make it. Once that's built, I think he can get inside. Yeah, he made it inside. Okay, let's switch his schedule. You've earned a vacation. Okay, so now my scalding alert comes up. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Do the interior. Let us see what's going on with Garfield. Alright, so he didn't make it to the toilet, unfortunately. Let's clean that up. Let's put him back on the work schedule here. Just to get that cleaned up. Let's name this schedule. We're gonna call this No Rest for the Wicked. So basically that'll only be there for when I need them to ignore all basic functionality and get the work done, or they'll die. I just want to get this cleaned up because I don't want to deal with the polluted oxygen problems. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. Let's put you back on vacation. Alright, well, he's asleep. He's asleep right inside the door, but he's asleep. So let's check on Garfield. I mean, it wasn't the best. He got some wounds, he got some radiation sickness. He got a lot of radiation. But the radiation's already leveling off. Once he gets in here and gets some rest, that'll fix that up, and he'll be okay. So, I'm gonna let him settle in so that he can get all healed up and all that, and then we will start figuring out what we're gonna do in this colony. I guess Garfield doesn't know how to take a vacation. I have him on a schedule where he's on downtime the entire time, but he's still out here following the orders I have to build stuff. I'm building a little liquid lock here, and I'm going to build a ceiling across the way. I'll put some drywall in. That way we can close off this base. We'll do the same on this side. We'll create a barrier so that we are able to seal up the base. And then I want to, my first priority is going to be to build a system that pumps up the water and creates oxygen. So I need to build a place to have solar panels, and so that'll be up here and probably on both sides. First things first, though, I want to go back to our main colony, and I want to turn this off. This is, I want to make sure this, yeah, this will shut off the interplanetary launcher, which means that we won't have any more coming. We don't need any more steel launched across. I have plenty of steel on the rocket. I was continuing to launch more just to make sure I had enough for any emergency stuff, but well, I guess if Garfield's just going to continue doing the work anyway, let's put him back on a normal schedule. I don't know why this schedule doesn't make him not do anything. I guess they can do as they please, which means that if they have no other downtime stuff to do, they can go do work if they want. I should put him on bedtime, I guess, or rest the whole time. But let's just put him back on schedule 4. It's early morning, so he can start his day like he wants to do, apparently. Little workaholic that he is. I'm going to have him build this all up, get things sealed up. This is all steam because of the rocket, so this will cool down. It'll turn back into water. It'll be fine. But like I said, I want to get some power set up. I'm going to use that power to create a pump some of this water into an electrolyzer, and build a SPOM system that will generate some oxygen for us so that we have oxygen on this colony. And then we'll start setting up the systems that we need to probably just collect all this water and put it into an infinite liquid storage, and then go from there. I had my game crash on me, and I lost a little bit of a recording. I was working on setting up this power system. Right now I'm just finishing up to get the power working and batteries installed and some power transformers, and I'm going to connect it all up so that we can have some power coming out. And we'll get everything set up here so that we can create some kind of oxygen system here. So let me put in a bottle emptier right here. I just want to make a lock with water for now. I may bring over some other materials to make it a little more temperature resilient lock, but we're not going to be dealing with high temperatures here because it's just going to be water and oxygen. But for now, I'm just going to set this up for water, and we're going to set it to enable auto bottle, set it to high priority so we can get some water moving while he's finishing up building this area. I also want to put in a block right there to get that water out of there. That should all be good. Hopefully he doesn't trap himself in here somehow while he's doing this. Let me check out the power lines. I need to have a heavy watt conductive wire. It comes down here and connects to all of these as well, and then I'll have 3 outputs that I can take, which will be more than enough. This needs to connect there. Okay. So if he gets all that set up, we'll have power coming in from the solar panels. We should have a decent amount because this planetoid has more light than our default one. So slightly less solar panels, but the same amount of power generation. And we're not going to be doing a ton of stuff here on this colony, so that should be enough to get things running. The goal here, like I said before, is I'm going to get this built, everything built here. I'm going to get down here and set up a pump to start pumping up this water and put it into an infinite storage system. And then we're going to build some oxygen generation, and we'll bring over some eggs from our main colony, and then that'll allow us to set up a food source, and then we can have some people that live on this colony just maintaining our water systems. And if we ever need a source for more water, we'll have this one, because we'll have water coming out of these geysers. It'll be hot, so we'll have to set up a coolant system. We can do that. I think there's one here, and there's probably another one down here, because I think it said there was 2 on the map when I looked at it. So I'm going to let this get finished, and then we'll proceed from there. I had another crash, and I figured out what the problem is. It was when I was using my blueprints to try to copy a blueprint over from my original colony, and so I did some stuff to fix it. Right now I'm just getting everything done that I did before set back up, and then I'm going to do a save here. And I'm going to show you the changes I made to the mods to fix the problem. I don't typically show a lot of the modding stuff because I do I don't do a lot of that, too much of it, but in my once this series is over, I plan to do a lot more with modding. So figured I'd give you a quick little preview. So I saved that. I'm going to go back to the main menu here. Might take a second. Okay, so what I did is under the mods, I installed the newest update for the mod manager, and this shows you all the mods I have, what they're updated, and all those options. And then the mods themselves, and blueprints was not updated to the latest version, and if you don't have the mod manager, you have to go in and manually delete the file and download a new one and install it. It's kind of a pain. With the mod manager, it automatically manages all of that for you. A lot of these are ones that I don't even really use, or if I do, they're little things that I think should just be like tweaks in the game that are there. This I can actually remove now because the pliers was built into the game. The mod manager is the mods manager here. Customizable speed just makes it so that the 3 times speed, you can customize it faster. And so if you go into options, you can see I just have it set to default, but sometimes when I'm playing in modded, I want to set this to a much higher speed because there's times I want to fast forward through while I'm doing some testing. For now, it's there, but it doesn't make any changes. Build over plants is pretty self-explanatory. With that off, when you try to build something, if there's a plant there, the game won't let you. This will automatically set the plant to get dug up before you build and put the build command in, which is super convenient. I don't know why they don't make that just a default option. Show building ranges just makes it so that when you're clicking on a building, it will show you the ranges for it, so it's really convenient for pumps and things to see which tiles they're going to be pulling out of. Gas overlay is just an updated overlay to make the gas overlay look a little better. Suppress notifications is the option where I can click on something, if it has a notification, I can suppress it. That way, if we have a notification that's there saying that it has no power, but we know we don't want it to have power, like a refrigerator or something, we'll click on that and suppress that notification. Bigger zoom out is pretty self-explanatory. It makes it so when you zoom out, you can see more of the map. Pop-up control, this one has options where we can turn on and off different pop-ups that come up. This one I haven't really gotten into, but it's there in case I want to make any changes. The duplicate generation settings manager allows you to make changes to how many duplicates you start with, what their pre-roll things are. You can set it so that it stops giving you more duplicates when you hit a set amount, and it makes it so that you can change it so how often the printing pod prints duplicates. I haven't changed anything for this run, but at some point when I'm doing different runs, I might want to make it so I get a new duplicate every cycle if I'm doing a challenge where I'm doing that. And then our blueprint mod is the one that allows us to copy things from the other side. like you can copy a build and paste it somewhere else. So I'm actually going to do this restart, but I'm going to call the episode here because we're pretty far in on time, and then we'll work on the Watano colony in the next one. Hope you enjoyed the episode and getting to see a little bit into the way the mods work. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.